Good morning. It's 9:40 and I'm actually doing some hiking here at Lomond Summit track. It's about an 8-hour return track to the summit here in Queenstown. Did it 10 years ago. It's very chilly today, but very few hikers here, so I might get the summit for myself here. So it's 24th of January today, and without a backpack I'm good to go. I have had 10 days of rest days, and yeah, it feels much better, but I made a decision to go back home and come back here in December. For me to hike with my original backpack, not the day pack I have today, I would need to have rested, I would say, at minimum 10 days more, but more likely 20 days more. If I'm not resting, it will never get better. So after 10 days, it's like I miss this feeling to be up, going up. When it's easy to go up, I wouldn't say easy, when it's pain-free, and it makes me being in the present, which I haven't been the last 10 days. So eventually it was the realization that I gotta be walking more or less alone. Everybody I learned to know during this time, everybody I interviewed in the series will be far ahead, and I would learn to new people, of course, but it won't be much different from just coming back in December and continuing. So I didn't have much of a plan when I came down. I just had a few purposes, and one of them was actually to film the whole journey, and I didn't know how to do it because I didn't know how to edit in my phone. I only did it on the computer. But I learned. It was difficult in the beginning. The phone crashed all the time, but I learned how to do it. And I learned that 50 minutes is the max I could do with my phone. And I learned a lot of things. Funny is that I didn't know if I was ready to actually do the full one when I came. And I told myself, like, just go do my best, see how far I get. And in one way I did that, like becoming a big project to film this. I really wanted to continue because all the new viewers, but I realized it will get better if I just go home and come back in December. I could do this even better, you know. So I hope you want to follow me in December. I don't know when, might be beginning, might be end, but I continue with doing one film more or less every day. That was my first. Purpose. My second purpose was actually to do the TA, because I really wanted to do the TA. But if I was in a decision that I have to stop film or doing something like that, throw a lot of equipment out that I needed to do good videos, I would probably go with the first one first, like filming more important TA hike, second spot, really close to the same importance. But so third one, getting in shape, because I was in bad shape after the summer, or bad for doing TA at least. And I can finally say I'm in good shape. If I were in this shape when I started, I would accomplish the whole TA, but who knows, I maybe never had got in this shape in the first way if I couldn't really be in the up in the mountains, going to the gym 5 times a week. Not so excited. I wasn't, but I will be now. Maybe not 5, but I can try to keep this part, at least keep my muscles. The original trail goes down there, so you definitely want to go up here on this ridge if there's a beautiful day, as today is. I have to say I feel happy, even like it's past 10 days and I was like sad then. Now I feel happy, so I'm looking forward to go home. I'm looking forward to come back. Yeah, I mean, I didn't do a perfect TA, but it wasn't really my plan before I came. And who knows, I even have that one left to do. I mean, I can come back 10 years from now and do the whole TA again, every inch. Or 15 years, who knows when. It's something positive in the negatives, I guess. The fourth purpose I had was to meet people. I wanted to meet people on the trail. I didn't want to go to a remote through hike without meeting so much people. And I did meet much more than I expected, actually. Yeah, it's a big deal actually, doing a through hike like this. All the people you meet on the trail that enjoy the nature, enjoy being out in the present, walking for 5-6 days without any connection on your phone, or the only thing you can really do is to speak with the people you have with you. People are not even carrying playing cards because they are too heavy. So I mean, you can sit on your phone, but you need your phone to other stuff, also filming and so on. So it becomes very much in the present moment, and spending some time on the hostels now, I can see everybody sitting with their phone. It wasn't like 15 years ago when I was traveling and living on the hostels. Then people were really speaking with each other. And people are still doing that on the trail. Everybody speaks with everybody, salutes everybody. And yeah, it's not strange to have 1 minute or 2 minutes conversation with somebody you meet on the trail. I wonder if I'm going up here, I'm not sure. I think not. So thanks to everybody that I met on this trail. Especially thanks to everybody having an interview with me or walking some time with me. It wouldn't have been fun walking alone for the whole one. You are all welcome to our TA reunion party, 1st to 4th of August. I mean, we're not going to be many, but we're going to be a few there. 2, 3, maybe 5 if best. But you're welcome. Just send me a text message. I'll let you know how to find the party, which is where I live. The 5th and the last, maybe not in the order last. Maybe it should be first. So I wanted to do this trail. I had like a purpose of finding out what to do in the future a bit. I've been traveling for, I can say 15 years now, and I can't really do it anymore. It's like I don't enjoy it. I don't enjoy being a tourist, walking around doing touristic things. In good company, yeah, over a weekend, yeah, absolutely, but then you do it more with friends than going by yourself or meeting people on the road. People on hostels are different also these days, and I'm getting old anyway, so I don't enjoy that as much. I do enjoy hiking, and I enjoy filming. So there it is, hiking and filming. I want to continue doing it some way. I don't know how. Maybe only because I got halfway, but I got a lot of time to think about it, and that was like one of the purposes. So I thought about it, and maybe I could start making some advertises from local companies just to get started. Easy, basic stuff. yeah, the beginning should always be easy. I realized also doing the South Island first would have been a big mistake, which I was thinking about. So let's do the same philosophy. If I start a business, doing some filming, drone footage, just start easy. Yeah, I don't know when I'm gonna do this, since I'm coming back in December, and then start the business later on when I get done with the TA. We'll see. So that was my 5th and final, and yeah, I can say I'm quite happy with what I completed, even if the trail is still laying in front of my feet. The path is almost endless, but I'm gonna walk down to Bluff one day soon. And then I have a few questions people ask me, and I'm like, okay, let's just go through them here now. What's the thrill of hiking? For some of us, including me, I would say this might even be like the meaning of life. This is why we live, to live in the present moment, to be happy, to feel the nature, to feel part of the nature, to see the beauty of the nature, and then walk through that beauty, to being part of that beauty. If you're walking over it, if you're going over the river in a canoe, kayaking, if you're biking, mountain biking, being several days out in the nature, carrying your own food and everything you need. I mean, you could possibly carry food for 2 to 3 weeks if you really went extreme on it, and it's quite a nice feeling to be able to be that strong mentally, physically, and to enjoy it when there's good weather like today, and sort of get over it when it's bad weather, get over it if you have some small injuries, or if you have some drama with other hiker friends. So you are so much in the present when you're doing one of these week walks that you forget about the rest of the world. You don't even think about the wars going on or whatever you have to get back to. When you get from the journey, you're just disconnected completely, and I think everything I spoke about is different for different people, so I can't say it's worth doing for everybody. But for us, that's doing the TA for 3 to 5, 6 months. Yeah, I think we all agree on that term. Being so much in the present that you forget about the future, and some way even the past. Okay, yeah, 2 hours to the tops. Probably be there less than 2 hours, 1.5 maybe. Yeah, I can feel I'm happier now. I feel you're gonna recognize my voice being lighter in some ways than the last episodes I did before this. So it was the right decision to go home and come back. And if you've seen the series, somewhere I spoke about people doing this to look back at it in retro perspective. They get happiness from it. It's funny how you get happiness, like retrospect, like you would get some interest on your money on the bank, but it works like that. But it was never enough for me. I wanted the moment to be really good also, which it's been so good most part of this trail that I couldn't even ask myself those more profound questions, like why are we doing this, what's the purpose, what do you get out of it. I was so much in the present, like they felt so irrelative, those questions, so I couldn't even start to look for an answer. It's now with 10 days of rest, it comes back to me. So I hope what I spoke about during today, the last video, for some time, that it gave you some insight. I wanted to bring it up early, but yeah, I was just busy living my life and being happy on the trail. And maybe that's how easy it is. Just go day by day and be happy on the trail as in life. As humans, I think we are suffering a lot, and for us it's more like do everything you can not to suffer and go day by day, and you will eventually appreciate your life. Got some company, a mountain goat going down on the path. He's walking in the walking path. Might have to stay away now. It's 11:40 and coming up to the summit there. Life on the trail is so easy without a backpack, a big backpack. But maybe a easy life is just not worth it anyway. And I just want to say thanks to, a special thanks I would say, to Maggie and Hans and Maggie. We really had a blast going together. Thanks for being part of my YouTube series. And I also say thanks to